Hello YouTube, this is another video, and in this video this will be the second episode of the build guide, which is going to be focusing on interior. So once you have finished this somewhat nice looking house, then the next thing will be the inside, which right now looks like probably the $1 house that you can find on some website for homes for sale. And you don't want that because, in fact, not many people are gonna buy it unless they're gonna actually do something with the inside. So this episode will be focusing on the actual inside. Like, look at it. No roof. Parts of the wall are missing. Dirt floor. So that's what we'll be focusing on. And also lighting. If there was no windows and this was nighttime, this building will be pitch black. If there's no door, no windows, staircase is actually LED and light for some reason. So if I just replaced the staircase with full blocks, it will be completely dark in there. So, which will not help in survival mode. As you can see, there are many forms of lighting in Minecraft, including one that's not available in survival mode. The pickles, these are for underwater, so if you're building something like underwater, which is actually waterlogged, so you can use those. There are many forms, and here are the blocks. Some of these blocks I would use with some of these blocks being more presentable in builds, while the others we can kind of, For green would be the block I would want to show as much as I can in a build. Like, I would not build an entire house out of sea lanterns or these Parascent frog lights, which are from the new update. I would not put a house out of these, but make good for a lamp. These will depend, like if it's some sort of, if it's an industrial building, not like, or if you want to build something nostalgic, you will probably use the regular lantern, the redstone. And for the jack-o'-lantern will be well for Halloween builds, like haunted houses or a house decorated for Halloween. Glowstone and the shroom look kind of weird if you put it in certain ways. Well, these are not unusable, but they look kind of weird. There's also campfires, being two of them introduced. Remember that all of the soul lights things have actually a lower light level than regular lanterns, torches, and campfires. The red torch was the first of these light sources to have a different light level, with red torches emitting a more dimmed light. As you can see in this hallway, you can see how you could improve these torches, these light sources, with a torch, just adding a fence to it, so it doesn't just be a torch on the wall, or a candle, which, while it produces less lighting, could add a better visual effect. For the soul blocks, I would personally prefer using the nether to do this in, since lighting doesn't really matter there. So as a nice decoration for the nether. And under the carpets, actually, there's other blocks. So if you don't want to have your light blocks visible in the context you're using them in, you could use carpet and the light could still be emitted. Over here is an example of when I want to present a certain light block with the sea lantern or the Parascent frog light, which conserve Exolana with a dragon egg, which is in a very expensive way to make this. There's way cheaper ways of doing this, and now I cannot remove it. Yeah, that's tomorrow's problem. It will teleport, so you could also do that with Enrod's Nereus. And in this Joker box, kind of not hidden, is the light block. This is a Bedrock exclusive block where if you crouch and press a certain thing, it will give that block a light level. And to get rid of it, you would need to press a block and it will get rid of the light. They're only visible when you hold the light block. This is a Bedrock exclusive, so if you're on Java, that kind of sucks. Or if you're on console, the old versions, that would suck. But if you have Bedrock, then this is something you can use. In addition, another way to hiding light sources that might look a little bit weird in the circumstance would be using trapdoors. Obviously, you would not be using wooden trapdoors if you're in another situation, but with trapdoors like this, with the warp, with Crimson and Warped, the Crimson trapdoor and the Warp trapdoor. Over here is an example of using the campfire as a fireplace. Rather than just setting a fire with netherrack and bricks, making it way larger than usual, and also doesn't put a risk to the build, which if I used regular, this would have burned down the entire house, because campfires for some reason do not cause your entire building to burn. Another thing I would like to focus on is ladders, which are fine in certain situations, like if you're like for a sewer or for an attic or for a secret entrance, but you can improve it if you have the size. Staircases like this, like used in villages, could also be improved. For instance, if you want a more compact way to get down, I've seen this used in actual bunkers in YouTube videos. So you go take down the steps down the staircase. My preferred way is using this. And if survival mode for my mines, I actually do this personally just so I don't keep bumping my head in or digging in or having to dig a ton of blocks just to get down to where I want to mine. Another thing is making a wider staircase to a place and decorating it. There's other ways where you could where it has this, so it can go in two different directions, making wider rather than which makes it more appropriate for the build. Like for instance, if you have this mansion and then as you enter the grand doors and then you walk to see a single block staircase leading to the second floor like this. Imagine just seeing this. It'll look weird. And then another thing with the end rod, you can use this for futuristic or using for this type of lighting, which this will be for space. Oh, there's our dragon egg. I'll probably get that thing once I finish recording. So it doesn't look so it'll be more appropriate rather than just using a torch in like some sort of futuristic build or some underwater build. The next thing will be dealing with this house. So first off is getting rid of the dirt floor, including the door, so you can place the wood floor. Doing this way before I place all the furniture, so you won't be like for me where the furniture when I moved was where putting the floor, where replacing the carpet of the floor was way harder than it looked because we already placed the furniture of when I moved. So then the next step would be actually filling all the walls. Yeah, this video is gonna probably take me like a couple hours just to upload. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how long this video will take to upload to YouTube and the processing of. Next thing will be sorting out how many floors you want. For me, I just want a simple 2-floor with small attic. Knowing what floor I want this spruce floor. And actually with the staircase, you could actually add some detail with. So if I wanted a basement, I could, but this is a super flat, so that would be kind of useless. And then deciding where you want your roof. And I just realized that there's no windows in this thing, so you can see the difference with no lighting. So we could probably finish the roof right here, so giving us a small attic and fire. The chimney, depending on, I could in theory, well, I'm definitely moving that thing once. Yeah, I could serve as a fake chimney. And you can see how dark this room got. So, since this is medieval, I'll use torches with fences to light the thing up. And for the case of the attic, I could simply add a ladder and a trapdoor to just to access it. Let's hope I can actually access the attic. Oh, I can. So I just place a trapdoor, and there we go. As you can see, when I mentioned that light can go through stairs for some reason, this is what I'm referring to. Yeah, this is kind of weird, but it works anyway, so I don't have to put some weird lighting in some awkward position. And there you go, the inside of the house. The next episode will surround about furniture. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. I'll see you next time with another video.